Hi guys, this is Stephanie again. I'm here to talk about the next chapter in the Telomere effect by Dr. Blackburn and Dr. Epel. So chapter 1 talks about how prematurely aging cells make you look, feel, and act old. And they ask you to ask yourself 3 questions in the beginning of the chapter. One of those questions is, how old do you look? How old would you rate yourself with physical health? And how old do you feel? Based on those questions, you can kind of see how your health is and the trend in your health. And then they go on to talk about how prematurely aging cells different from healthy cells. And they talk about the different parts of your body that the cells are in that can cause a lot of prematurely aging of the cells, such as your immune system, your gut, your bones, your lungs, liver, skin, hair follicles, pancreas, cardiovascular system, lining, your heart's smooth muscle cells, and your brain, particularly in your hippocampus. I think I'm saying that right. Hippocampus, yes. So it goes on to talk about all these different parts of your body and how those cells how they replicate healthy and how they replicate when they're not healthy, and different problems that you can have based on that. So each section talks about the different parts, like your skin, how it ages, bone loss, graying of hair, and even your breathing, your inflammation in the body. And I actually learned a lot dealing with that inflammation situation, because I am always in pain when I'm walking, when I'm moving, I'm in pain. And I'm learning through this book that it is a lot to do with my cells not replicating healthily. So it talks about these things, and it gives a good analogy about your cells. They use a rotten apple in a barrel of apples. So if there's one rotten apple in a barrel of apples, the gases and juices of that rotten apple starts to spread throughout all the other apples and cause them to decay and rot as well. Even though if that rotten apple wasn't in there, those apples would have been ripe and good to eat. So with that, it talks about that's exactly how cells are as well. If there is one cell in the bunch that is not replicating or that is not healthy, it can also pass that on to the other cells around the area of where those cells are and cause the prematurely aging of those cells. So when I thought about that, I was like, wow, so just one thing off can just throw everything off, really, if you think about it. So that was really good to know. It talks about how the short telomeres can happen for heart disease, lung disease. It talks about even cognitive problems, and also how there's a link between short telomeres and Alzheimer's disease and other cognitive diseases. So this chapter really talks about aging, how the body ages, different parts of the body ages, how the short telomeres play a role in it. It doesn't talk about what you can do to change it yet. I think that's going to be probably in the next chapters. So this one just specifically wants you to think about how old you look. Do I look younger than my age? Do I look about my age? Do I look older than my age? How would you rate your physical health? Are you in better health than most people your age? Are you about as healthy as most people your age, or are you less healthy than most people your age? Also wants you to think about, how old do you feel? Do you feel younger than your age? Do you feel about your age, or do you feel older than your age? So, they just kind of want you to think about those things. So the next chapter will talk about the power of long telomeres. So it'll go into more detail about how your body will react to having long telomeres versus short telomeres. So I will talk to you about that next week. Have a great day. Bye.